Damn.
A main reason why I usually have it on is because no one can tell me and Seven apart.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because when I first met you guys, you sounded the exact same. But all you Canadians sound alike.
Hey, you watch
I'll
your
kill you.
American mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, see, I can't tell who's talking. Hold on, wait. I gotta, watch the blue lights.
That was David.
Okay, I think we're gonna kick this off. So on this week's episode of No Extra Lives, we give you our scientifically perfect list of top 10 MMOs. David and Steven read a few passages from their upcoming book, World of Ass Hats. That's what it's called, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Remy tells you which over-the-counter ointments that can be spread on toast. So stick around.
Man, I love that intro.
Yeah, sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good.
That intro likes you.
It's almost as good as your mom, Steven.
Uh-huh.
Right out of the gate with the your mom joke.
Yeah.
Man, if you had met his mom 10 years ago, whoa.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you did, Scott.
Steven, I mean son.
Sorry, man. I came up with a time machine and went back in time and fathered him. Well, I wasn't there for. I owe him a lot of checks.
That timeline gets pretty confusing.
Well, that's just alternate universe. It's not entirely canon.
So your reality is not canon to Steven's reality?
Not.
My reality's best reality.
I deny your reality.
You
can't
do
deny
that.
truth.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So what do we got going on this week, guys? We got top 10 MMOs.
Yeah.
Yahoo! And we're gonna kick it off right now with
Number 10.
holy
Whoa,
shit!
that's a new voice.
Well, that
Yeah.
sounds devious.
That's better this
Megatron is actually going to be voicing the numbers this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Guest
special
starring
guest this week.
Megatron.
I'm down with that.
The first entry, the bottom entry rather, is DC Universe. Who would like to kick off DC Universe?
David here could kick off with DC Universe. It is a pretty awesome game if you do. I'm not a big fan of DC myself, but you get to create your own hero, and that's pretty sweet. You could be hero or villain, and I don't know. It's a large exploration world, and you start off with basic menial tasks just like any other MMO, but you get superpowers, so that is pretty awesome, right?
I
Pick
think
your superpower.
I think the only thing that would make it better, and yes, we'll probably get legions of hate mail for saying this, but I think if they made a Marvel universe, that would have to be our number one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
I was going
labeling
to start
it
a big
as
fanboy war page.
I think labeling it as a comic book kind of narrows it down. As a comic book company, if it was an open comic company, no comic company, but you could play as a superhero, you could customize completely, it'd be way better.
A superhero MMO, yeah, that I could.
It was pretty good, but I gotta say, for sure, that the very first thing you have to do in that game is you have to make the movement flight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Running's fun.
I don't know, man. As far as collecting all the little doodads that are on top of buildings and everything like that, which it turns out is actually a pretty big part of the game. And I chose whatever it is, wall running or whatever the hell it is.
Acrobatics or speed?
Yeah, acrobatics, I think, where you can crawl around on the walls, and it's just such a pain in the ass, and you can never really use it in combat or anything either.
Yeah. Well, you can't use any of them in combat, really.
No.
Only if you want to get fucked over really fast.
What if I do? Excruciatingly fast.
I don't know, the speed one's pretty cool. There was some sweet attacks for that.
Almost as fast as when Skylar died in APB.
All right, that's it. That's it. I was hoping I could stall long enough and come up with something funny.
When I played that game, I had a tremendous amount of fun. Because first off, I got it on the PS3, which sucked because that game was definitely made for PC. But
It
once
wasn't too bad on PS3.
No, I mean it wasn't terrible, I guess, but it was definitely better on PC.
I don't know. I think
the
90% of MMOs belong on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it does get points for being available to PlayStation.
I honestly think they belong on BlackBerry.
I better not say the first thing that popped in my head.
Game Boy Color?
No.
I don't know.
I was going to say BlackBerry socks.
Oh yeah.
Go with Samsung or something.
So hey, Megatron, what's
Number 9.
Oh, calm down, buddy. He's like, do you know how close he has to be to my face for it to be that loud?
That's a dick.
Yeah, kind of an asshole. Yeah, you sit in the corner, fucker.
Does he even charge rent? Pay rent, I should say.
I charge him to rent out me. What?
So basically, you're in service to Megatron.
Yep.
Oh yeah, by the way, the entry is Rift. for 9.
Yeah. Alright, I want to start us off with Rift here.
Okay.
In my opinion, Rift was a bad MMO, from what I've experienced.
What the fuck, man? Why is it on the top 10 list then?
Well, I don't know. Just in my experience, I haven't had many good experiences with that game, but others may have. So it still belongs up there, just not to me.
We should have put Polka MMO in there.
We really got to stop licking toads when we come up with these lists.
I blame Remy.
Why don't you blame
Licking
me?
toads. I was eating paint chips.
You guys are the Canadians.
David.
You're the one with all the drugs.
Fruity, that's
Yeah.
normal for you.
Everyone knows that
Everyone
Canada's
expects it.
got the most drug traffickers.
Hey guys,
Marijuana isn't. Yes, the Old Republic.
here it comes.
Actually,
That
I
is a
like
sweet game.
Old Republic for the most part. It's single player, or it's not really single player, but the storyline for people is different for every class, so it has a fair amount of replay. Unlike normal MMOs like WoW, where the storyline is the same every time you play through.
Like, is the story the same for just each specific class, or how does that work?
It's the same for each specific class. Like, there's 4 for each side, I think it is.
Okay.
But one thing they
So there's-
have for the storylines is they have it kind of choose your own adventure. So you can kill
Yeah.
this person if you want, or you can spare their lives, and it depends. That's cool.
Yeah, that was a big bonus when I started playing it.
Yeah. I think the only thing that really bothers me about that game are those dorky, goddamn training sabers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are just annoying as all hell.
So,
And getting a decent color you actually like is very difficult in the game, too.
so for
they're
somebody
like
who hasn't
reverse.
played the game, like, what is a training saber?
Well, you know what a
Think of-
lightsaber is, right?
Yeah,
It's like that, but
I
think
it's
of
a
it-
stick.
Think of like a
It's a stick.
lightsaber with this stupid piece of metal sticking out of the end.
yeah.
It's a stick
Sticking
that
out of the
electrocutes.
hilt. And it's like making a very primitive looking lightsaber.
sounds mildly erotic.
It's quite phallus, I say.
Well, hey, but guess who's leaning in, guys?
Number 7.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, baby.
Guild Wars
Guild
2.
Wars 2.
Remy, take it away.
Alright, Guild Wars 2 I thought was just phenomenal MMO. The art was fantastic. The whole backstory with each character and how you choose specific details about that character, and it actually matters, whether you choose to be a char. If you pick a char or a human or Norn or whatever you want to play, then you add your certain backstories. I don't remember most of them off the top of my head, but what you choose comes back to have some relevance to your questing at certain intervals.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the things that I really like about that game overall is that it respects your damn time.
Yeah.
Like everything that you do gives you experience, and like the experience, is always significant. Like I could go in for like a half an hour session, 45 minutes or whatever, and like just sort of be running around, pissing around, like going to the vistas, which is just like areas that you can climb up to, and gain a view of what's going on, and you get experience for that. Like you don't always have to be grinding away at the same enemy over and over again just to level.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? It's one of the few MMOs that I know of where the collector's edition for $100 is worth buying.
What did they include in that?
There was a lot of good stuff in there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they include some really nice... there's a statue, I believe.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, one of the things that I love about Guild Wars is that it's all action based. And so it's not like WoW where you sit there and you've got, invisible dice rolls to determine whether you hit something or miss something, or if something misses you. You can dodge out of the way of incoming attacks.
Yeah, like it actually had like an active combat system. It felt more engaging.
Definitely, other than, because you're not sitting there going 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 4, 6. You gotta move and really be in part of the combat.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot. Yeah, definitely has a spot on the list.
But one bad thing about it, and this is about the only bad thing I can really say about it, is there's no real direction in that game. Because I got to like level 12 with my Norn Ranger, I think they're called. I don't remember. But once I get to level 12, it's like, great, where am I going now? Because there's so many areas in that map, but you don't know how to get there or what area to go to.
That's actually kind of a problem with a lot of MMOs, though. They're so open-ended that they almost lack direction at some points.
Yeah, no, I remember, like, I got to a point, too, where, like, I just basically had to start, like, shouting around the map until somebody would listen to me to try and, like, explain, like, where I should go or what I should be doing. Because, like, I know exactly what you mean. I had no fucking idea where to go.
Yeah.
And the map is, like, absolutely massive.
But to that note, though, and I know this is kind of off track, but WoW has really improved how they do that because they've installed that call board in the game. So once you get to, like, level 15, it goes, hey, go to Red Ridge or, go to Westfall, do this, do that, go here. So you got some idea of where you need to go level.
Right.
More games need to do something similar to that. Maybe not exactly that, but something close.
Yeah, no, it's some good stuff. The next one on the list, though, is something that I cannot speak to at all, and then this is
Number 6.
Oh, thanks, Mega. We're on a first name basis.
Oh, I see.
Well,
it started out Mr. Tron. Now he's just Mega.
When the lights go out, it's Mr. Tron.
Well, I just know who wears the
He shows them the big cannon.
chip.
Who wears the mechanical dress?
I guess.
This is Star Trek Online.
Yeah, Star Trek Online is pretty cool because it has both space battle, ground battles. Pretty much gives you whatever you want. Allows you to customize your character. Like you can go with normal Star Trek aliens if you wanted to, or you can make your own. Also, it has tons and tons and tons of ships that you can get. Some of them you have to buy through the online store, but the nice thing about it is you can farm dilithium and get the Zen points, they're what they're called now, through the dilithium, which is an in-game resource that you can farm, which is really nice. You don't actually have to spend any money in the game if you don't want to. And anything that the paying people do or have, you can get through the Zen store. So it's not
Oh.
a pay-to-win game at all.
Is Star Trek, is it completely a free-to-play model, or?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I didn't
It
know
is
that.
now.
I got a question for you though. Can you like save up enough money to get yourself one of those green dancers as a prostitute?
Mm,
This is
well,
a
you can
dead
role play
serious
if you
question.
wanted to.
Terry.
And he's not even talking about in the game.
I save up enough dilithium and like maybe pay some real money to turn it into Star Wars Online instead of
No.
Star Trek.
Oh, birdie.
Actually, I prefer the Star Wars universe, but
Yeah, me too.
Star Trek Online is a very
That's
good game.
One grievance I
Yeah,
have
it is.
with Star Trek Online, their space combat's better than all the old Republics.
The Old Republics is it's a rail thing. That's all it is. You have to follow
Yeah.
the same path every single time. All the enemies spawn at exactly the same spot, so
Oh, really?
you could probably program a bot to do it for you if you wanted to.
What's really cool about Star Trek Online is how soon you get to go in the space battles.
Pretty much right off the start.
Yeah, like right in the training.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah!
question. Can you
Sorry.
could you get like a giant ship and have your like your clan or something on that one ship? Or does everybody get their own ship?
You can get your own ships, but you can invite other people to come onto your bridges and tour the corridors of your ships and stuff. And
Ooh, I totally
Yep.
want to invite people on my bridge.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that bridge.
what's also cool is you could be Klingons. Although the Klingon single player or the campaign for the Klingons isn't as well done as the Federation is. And supposedly they're bringing out the Romulans soon too as a playable faction.
Sweet titties.
It'd be interesting.
Cool, sounds pretty good.
I'd like to fly my warbird inside of your warship.
You mean you want to land
Oh,
and shut
wow.
Okay, so this
Alien
next entry,
communications.
this next entry, not only can I not speak to, but I watched part of a Let's Play that these guys sent me a link, and yeah, like I had to like immediately start drinking. just whatever was next to me.
Number 5.
And this entry is World
ooh,
of Tanks.
baby.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I have to say, I
speak to that
really
game at all.
enjoyed this game when I was playing it in beta.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
okay,
I-
like you guys, can you just just explain to me what is it? What's the big draw? What's the thing that makes you go World of Friggin' Tanks?
Okay, it's an arcadey tank simulator.
Mhm.
The controls are simple enough that anybody can know them pretty much and have fun, but it is tactical enough that longtime veterans and stuff of like tactical war nuts will love this game.
Yep.
Like, is
Pretty
it
much.
is it like an RTS kind of style?
No,
Nope.
no,
No.
Nope.
it's
It's like a
it's like a
Third-
tank simulator.
yeah.
Okay. And are you commanding like one tank?
Yep.
Yes,
One tank and all those other people you see driving around there, Skylar, are other people. They each get a tank. Each team has a 15, I think it is. And you face off against a team of 15. And you get randomly put on maps. There's 10 tiers. Certain tiers get stuck together, of course.
Oh, but there's not just tanks. No,
There's
there's
TDs.
self-propelled artillery, and there's tank destroyers too.
Yep.
Okay, so are we
And then-
talking about is it sort of like physics-based combat? I'm sort of like right off the bat I'm thinking of kind of like Worms.
Oh,
No,
Is that no?
I fucking love that game.
No, it does have actual physics in it. Like you can fire off at an angle at a tank, and if it's too much of an angle where your shell isn't designed to penetrate, it will bounce off.
yeah.
Penetrate.
Okay. Did you ever play like any of the old MechWarrior games?
Yeah.
Okay, it's exactly like that, but with tanks and real-world physics and realistic weapons, like
Okay.
historically accurate weapons.
That
Yeah.
was going to be the next thing I was going to ask, is if it was sort of like, over the top arcadey physics, or if it was more realistic, like
No,
grounded
it's
reality.
realistic.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
It-
realistic.
Like now you can jump tanks if you wanted to. They take damage when you do that, of course. Like you can ram, push other tanks. It's pretty fun.
Cool.
And it doesn't really matter which country you pick either, in the way that it won't be like, say, Germany versus the Soviet Union or anything like that nonsense.
There's actually 6 countries now that you can choose from.
Awesome. It actually
USA,
sounds interesting.
Britain, Germany, France, Russia, and China.
The one little grievance I have with World of Tanks is you have to pay to be able to have a group bigger than 3.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Actually, it's you start off with 4 tanks now, or the
No,
tanks.
like that you can group with, like,
how
many of your friends can,
But you can do a tank company. All you need is someone with a premium account, and you can do
once again,
and you
premium
can go in.
costs money, but
Okay, yeah, it sounds pretty good, guys. I'm actually kind of interested to check it out. I think I'm gonna download it as soon as I get a chance here.
but that's not all, Skylar.
Yeah.
But we won't get into this too much. They don't just have World of Tanks anymore. They got World of Warplanes.
And eventually they're going to come out with World of Battleships as well.
Battleships.
Cool. Do you think they're gonna clump them all together in the same world?
Probably, yeah, but it
Yes.
should be only with Clan Wars, I think is what they said.
Yeah. Okay, but I guess just
Awesome.
to leave off.
On to
one
number
tank to
4.
rule them all, one answer to bind them. Oh crap!
Sorry, I ruined your thing.
Ass pimple boobs.
This is ass pimple boobs or
APB reloaded. All points bulletin. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. Sometimes it is frustrating, but think of like an open world Grand Theft Auto sandbox game. You can drive around, you can run over civilians.
I love robbing people.
Like, you basically, you get a vehicle and you ram into a building, a certain type of building or whatever. It'll tell you on your HUD which building you can ram and which one you can't. And when you do that,
it seemed pretty good, but there was a lot of things about it that I'm not too sure about. Like, just I've only played it for whatever that was, like just over an hour, but.
Yeah.
Like there didn't seem to be much in the way of tactics. Like you can't grab cover or anything like that. There's no.
There actually is. No, you can't grab cover, but there is quite a bit of tactics in that game. Like you will want to hide behind cover and stuff. You can actually lean around corners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just my initial impressions of it, but yeah, no, it seemed promising for sure. Cool. Right on to number
3.
Oh, Final Fantasy.
Megatron's
11.
enjoying this.
Oh, he gets more and more sexual the higher the numbers go.
Hot.
Okay.
Yeah, you just wait for that number 1.
Let's make like Autobots and roll around in bed.
They don't call. What?
Transvestites, gay guys in disguise. Transvestites. What's that between his thighs?
You gotta find a way to throw Jews in there and other minorities. By the way, this is offensive. Okay,
Yes,
anyway.
very offensive. If you don't like this kind of stuff, I suggest you plug your ears now.
If you don't like it, go suck a dick.
not
Preferably
before.
ours.
Yeah, not before. Just embrace the offensiveness.
Listen to all of that over and over again, and then plug your ears so it stays in your head.
What are we on now?
Now,
Final
don't get me wrong,
Fantasy
I'm not
11.
racist. I have a color TV.
Okay, so we're on to Final Fantasy 11, and holy goddamn, this was the first game, the first MMO that I had ever played that caused me to phone in to work sick.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. And there was 3 days in a row there where I phoned in sick. And Yeah, it was great. I started off playing as God. You'd think like with how many hours I sunk into it, I'd know what the name of the races are. But the little bastards.
The moguls.
Black mages?
Yeah, and I was a black mage, and like a black mage and subclassing
Moogle.
a monk.
Nice.
And like, oh God, I loved it. And like, I got all the way up to like, I don't know, level 70 or something like that, and then just sort of gave up. Because like, when you get to the end of the game, at least like when I was playing it, and I was playing it like when it first came out, it was hard to group, and like you cannot solo in that game.
Especially not as a black mage.
Yeah, exactly. Like it got to the point where like I would log on, like sit around for like an hour and a half waiting for a group to come. Finally group with like 2 or 3 other people. You know, we'd walk across the map, and it'd take like fucking like an hour to get to where we were going. And then somebody'd get disconnected.
God.
Shitty.
Yeah, and like that was my experience toward the end of it. You know, like
And this was one of the pretty much the only reason to even bother owning a hard drive in your PS2.
Oh yeah, I didn't play it on PS2. I was on PC though. But yeah, no, it was great though. It was a lot of fun. Like I actually like a lot of the things about the design. If it came out in a game with those same design choices, like I'd kick it right in the face. You know, but at the time I was excited about it. Like there was like huge open environments, and like I was happy to like, you know, run across this field for like 45 minutes. You know, like seriously, like, you know, at the time it was like, holy shit, like this map is huge, and you know, like you run like 45 minutes across it, and then all of a sudden there's, you know, some blob who's been lifting extra weights that just kicks your ass.
Yeah.
and then you teleport all the way back to town, and like I didn't find out that like you had to, like every town that you went to or outpost, you know, you had to sort of like flag the spot as your respawn point.
Oh yeah.
Because if you didn't do that, yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. You respawn all the way back to your home base. And like,
I've done that.
Oh yeah, like, and I've run like all the way across the fucking world, like hours. And
Really?
then and then you forget to set the goddamn respawn point, die, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to this town that's right beside me. Nope, I'm going across the goddamn planet.
Note to self, Square Enix: making players set their own waypoints is a bad idea.
Oh,
Learn from this.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like stuff like that. I mean, like at the time, I was like, you know, it felt like an adventure. You'd go that whole way, and you set that respawn point, and it was like you achieved something.
An adventure that turned into a nightmare.
Yeah, but it was like there was a lot of nightmarish times, but like, you know, like every once in a while, I think, you know, I'm gonna reinstall Final Fantasy XI, and then I start to remember, like, 'cause I remember like the, you know, the fond things, like the character designs and the music and the enemies and the combat system. All that stuff is great, but there's a couple of nagging little things that just destroy the experience.
Actually, that waypoint thing is the reason why I stopped playing.
Yeah,
If you do reinstall it, you should do it soon, because there actually is a new expansion coming out.
What?
I got an expansion.
It
coming
still
out.
runs.
Yup.
Holy crap!
I actually did a little bit of research into this, and yeah, it doesn't run on PS2. Like, the new expansion is not going to be available for PS2, obviously, but
Why not?
Because no one's on PS2 anymore.
What about for Xbox 360?
Anyone who plays an Xbox 360 needs to be hit in the head with a club.
That's a real thing, though, I think. Wasn't it? Final Fantasy XI was on 360.
what Remy said, whoever plays it on an Xbox
Yeah, it was.
360 used to be hit in the head
With a club.
with
Yeah.
a big...
Oh yeah, that's funny. Like, have they fixed anything that we're talking about, or probably not?
I don't
Probably
know.
not. I don't-
That's like
I've
fundamental.
never played it, so.
I don't know. Like, there were a lot
Okay.
of great things.
I was sort of wrong.
You were sort of
Secrets
wrong.
Adlin will
I
not
you're
be
wrong.
available on the PlayStation 2 outside of Japan.
Well,
It's
you're
only, it's only available on 3DS, but only Terry's 3DS,
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty.
and only when he's sitting on the toilet
Of course, that's when you do most of your gaming.
during a full moon. And I'm not
Every
talking about
time.
the thing in the sky.
Every time I use it.
Shit. Okay, so here we go, guys. Lean in, Megatron. Ah!
Number 2.
Oh man, you should feel his bristles on my cheek. Never mind.
Those are
his
mine.
mechanical bristles.
Mechanical bristles.
You guys are wrong. There's problems with all of you.
He needs his engine tuned.
Okay, so this is EverQuest.
EverQuest. Well, it's
Ever what?
EverQuest's fault that there is so many MMOs out there.
Yeah. The one that
They
started
were,
it
like-
all.
It's not to say that EverQuest was the first MMO, but it is the first MMO. Like, it wasn't the first created, but it was the first big one. Like, because of its success and its mechanics and how it worked, it shaped how MMOs are made today.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but do we
sound
want to
like-
give... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I want to sound like a total mong here, but like, is it? It's like high fantasy style, right?
Yeah.
Like elves
Yeah.
and orcs and shit.
What was really cool at the time is like there was the different races he played as, right, and the different classes and such. But each like race had their own faction. I forget what they're all called, but like there was the cat people. They didn't get along with the lizard people, so they always fought together. So if you were a cat person, you went to a lizard person city, all the townspeople would try to kill you.
That sounds like the
Really?
Gajit and Argonians.
Pretty much.
You know what? Maybe I'll actually install EverQuest just so I can avoid playing MapleStory. Oh,
It's free to play, isn't it?
First EverQuest doesn't exist anymore, but EverQuest
Yeah.
2 is out.
Oh. Yeah, I tried
And
EverQuest
it's-
2. It wasn't that good.
Is EverQuest 2 a paid subscription?
No, it's free to play.
Is there anything that's a paid subscription other than WoW?
Star Wars,
WoW
technically.
Rift.
There is
So
some,
Rift
like Star Wars
is
has
free
a free
now,
to
isn't
play.
it?
No, not that I know.
You
No,
sure?
it's
Star
still,
Wars is free.
Star Wars is free, but it gives you bonuses if you pay to play. Like you unlock all the stuff early and all that shit. You don't have to pay for the expansion and all this other garbage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
And you can only have 2 characters.
You can unlock stuff though. Like you could use either real money or you could save up enough in-game money, which is like 2,500,000
So
for each like character or whatever.
Was there anything
Yeah.
about EverQuest specifically that made it like awesome, or is it just that it was like the origin of all of this genre of game?
It's mostly that they decided to bring in a thief later on, but like you could not steal from like anybody.
Okay.
You couldn't steal from NPCs. You couldn't steal from characters. You could only steal from like monsters or something stupid like that.
What?
Yeah, but for its time, it was really awesome. Like it was one of those highly addictive MMOs that like was better than the rest, but it was like pay to play at the time.
Cool. Well, that sounds good. But we gotta move on. We're gonna move on to the Big Daddy. This is one that I am the only one that can't speak to. But here, Megatron's
We don't
leaning in
speak
again.
to you anyway.
Just okay. He's leaning in, guys.
Number 1.
See, did you hear how sexual that was?
That was really hot.
Okay, this is
I think
wow. Wow.
I think Megatron has a WoW addiction that he needs to take care of.
You sure it's just not number 2?
Now, I for one would like to say World of Warcraft. I honestly hated it, but it's because it's so good that I hated it. It is
Yeah. I
the
like
most
it.
successful MMO out there. Like it's so highly addicting the way they had it set up and everything, especially when it was fully pay to play before they added the free up until level 20 garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be free to play for like 7 days or 30 days, and now it's free to play until level 20.
Yeah.
And you can continue
Yeah,
playing
which is
it
pretty
too.
cool.
Just don't level up.
Yeah.
Now most people at level 20 are sitting in Goldshire.
Pretty much.
Okay, guys.
Or
but
doing Battlegrounds.
I'm going to put her right on the spot, and she's going to say one off-the-hook thing about World of Warcraft. Anything. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Wait, was that
Yeah,
Mrs.
it pretty much
Schuyler?
is.
That was.
Would it be
That
inappropriate
was
for me to be
Mrs.
making
Paradise.
advances on her in the middle of our show?
No, I think she'd appreciate you making advances at her on the show live.
Is that your sister?
Yeah, but Remy, look who you're competing with. You have to compete with Skylar. Not just
Like
Skylar,
Vanilla?
though. You have to compete with Megatron, too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to
Compete
with
with
Megatron.
Megatron.
I bet you it's a
Yeah.
nasty three-way over at Skylar's place right now.
Skylar and Megatron to make like super mega three-way-atron.
I don't think Remy has it. No.
Those poor, poor dogs.
Okay, so what were we talking about? Video games?
Wow.
Video
I don't
game.
think about World of Warcraft that I really hate.
Okay, do it.
With
Those- At Vanilla, it was good, and they-
clowns that go on raids or whatever, and then they just keep rolling greed instead of or rolling need instead of greed.
Rolling
So they'll
mead?
get all the good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you-
Ninjas.
That's how loot is done.
When you kill a boss or something, you'll have an option to either greed for it or need. But really, need really is greed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what's going on
It's
anymore.
actually kind of backwards.
Yeah,
What
it
it
really
is
is.
like, okay, let's say you kill a monster and you're in a group with somebody, right? And they drop like a rare item, and they drop some gold. So what you could do is like, let's say everybody wants to pick that up. It says need or greed. Like, do you need the item or do you just want money? And need, like, if you pick that and somebody else wants need, you have to roll for it, and it's like a random chance of who gets the item. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of hypocrisy, old garbage.
Yeah!
Not to mention unnecessary penis slapping.
All right.
You had me at penis slapping.
But the best way the best way to guarantee that you'll always get an item, as long as your friend doesn't need it, just run dungeons with your clan,
Guild.
guild, clan, whatever.
I'm splitting
Yeah.
hairs.
Okay, so is it is it fun, you guys? Like just right
It
now.
was. At
It
one
used to
point.
be. Honestly, I
It
think
can't be
WoW's
fun.
not life support.
So what
It
It's
can't
gone
be
into
fun if you
super
have friends.
easy mode now.
if what's the one thing you could do to WoW right now that would make it awesome again?
Revert it back to vanilla.
Destroying
Pretty
it.
much. Or put the skill
Destroying
system
it.
back to how it was in vanilla. Because then it was more customized and it made it harder for
Make
these
it-
noobs to get up to the high levels and get into the dungeons and stuff and cause problems
Make it
like they do
not
now.
such a grind fest.
What do you got against noobs?
They're only useful when being put into my soup.
Oh, chicken
Yep.
nooble soup.
Months too.
Clever.
Chicken
Actually,
nooble
I
soup.
prefer ramen noodle.
Ramen nooble?
Yep.
You know what? I actually think we should just say nooble.
I'd like to nooble on some nipples.
You know, there's
Nooble soup.
there's a lot of words in there that weren't nooble. Okay, guys, so get ready. Like, are you ready? Hold on, you guys.
I am. Just don't ask what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hot video games. What we're playing right now. Is anybody playing something really cool and stuff?
Darksiders
I'm
2.
playing World of Warcraft while we're doing the show.
I'm
You know-
playing APB Reloaded.
You know what?
Star Wars Knights of the Old.
I want, like you said, Darksiders 2, and I gotta tell you, I think I grew another erection beside my current one.
Ooh.
Darksiders 2 is actually a pretty good game. I was surprised.
Yeah, it's badass, man. How far are you into it?
I just finished Earth.
Okay.
Where you go where Earth is a dungeon. I just finished that.
Yeah, it's just so good, and one of the things that blew me away about that game is how long it is. It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
it's
Is
an
that-
action adventure, and like I barreled through it, and it took me like 18 hours.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, like, and I'm talking like there was a lot of side quest shit that I did not do, I just like raged through that game, and it was like 18 hours. And it's like the combat is brilliant, but the combat is only like about 15% of the game. It's just like exploration and
puzzles.
Like massive
game-
puzzles. Yeah.
That game was the first game I've ever played, ever, where I actually looked forward to all the trash mobs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Totally, it was the same thing with me, and I always equipped weapons and armor specific to gaining health back from defeating trash mobs.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have to, especially if you're playing.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing on hard; I was playing on normal. But I'm gonna tell you, even on normal, it was a bitch.
I
Yep.
went straight to apocalyptic. That was the first difficulty I played on.
Oh wow!
I always play while I'm hard.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was hoping you were gonna say.
But, yeah, I'll say this though. I mean that game was just so mind blowing, and I mean the story. They did a good job making a sequel to Darksiders.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm really-
There's one thing though I'll say right away is I played Darksiders 2 before Darksiders, and I can't beat Darksiders.
There's nothing like Darksiders 2.
What I mean by that too is like Darksiders 2 puts Darksiders to shame.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good. The Darksiders, the first one there, but War, he's kind of cheesy, and I don't really identify with him. And but Death he's
Death
just
is a
badass.
sarcastic bastard that's awesome.
Yeah, no,
Here's the thing, though. It's like,
yeah.
sorry. When I first pre-ordered that game, I wasn't overly fond of Darksiders. I mean, I liked it, yeah, because it's awesome playing as the Horseman of the Apocalypse. But I didn't think number 2 was going to be very good at all. The reason I pre-ordered it, and this is the dumbest reason for ordering the game at all, but my brothers and my dad and I all have this thing. Since there's 4 of us, we each took a name of one of the horsemen. I'm Death, our dad is War, middle brother is Pestilence, and little one is Famine. And as soon as I found out that the second Darksiders game was Death, I pre-ordered it on the spot. That was the only reason I ordered it, and ended up absolutely loving the game.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
the
no,
fuck?
it is like Darksiders 2 is one of those games that like I recommend to everybody.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
game's got something for everybody.
It's got
I mean,
something for
everybody.
The only thing I hate about it is the jumping things. Like when you have to go with that shaft with that
Oh
that
god, someone's
fiery
making me
spike thing
stroke.
coming out there. You make one mistake and you're dead. And you have to start
Yeah,
at
see,
the
I don't
bottom.
mind that though, because you really got to pay attention and focus on what you're doing. You can't half-ass it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a little bit glitchy. Some of the spots there, like you have to
It's got a
be
few bugs,
very
but
specific on how you have your controller pointing.
Yes.
Like otherwise, you don't jump the way you want.
There was one area in particular. There was like a bunch of burning rubble that's like making its way up, and you like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
rectangular-
about.
That's the one. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I died probably like 15 times.
I spent an hour and a half today trying to finish that stupid spot.
I'm gonna tell you. You know what it is? You can do it too. Like I've done it.
Oh yeah, I finished it.
Oh,
Took
okay.
me a while.
Yeah, no, but like that was like controller snapping bullshit right there.
Yep.
But yeah, no. All in all, though, holy shit, what a good game.
Yep.
So what else? What else do we got going on there, guys, for the videoed games?
For what we're currently playing?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one game I've been playing off and on.
Oh shit. Ignore that.
Oh shit. Okay.
maybe someone else should
There's
take
one I've
over.
been playing.
I think Skylar just wanted
That was just
editing.
That was just Megatron having an orgasm.
Oh, I see.
Hold on.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. So anyhow, one game I've been playing a little bit off and on lately is Legend of Grimrock.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Like, have you ever played? What the fuck is that game called? Eye of the Beholder for Super Nintendo.
I know what you're talking
Yes.
about. It's like the first person, right? First person.
Yeah, first person, like, dungeon crawler. Well, this game is one of those games, and there's so much shit you could do. Like, they have a customization section of it. It's pretty cool.
Like,
so you don't.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's alright. It's just like you don't have to play their original map. Like, you could use all the mechanics from that map and make your own maps and share it across the net. It's pretty sweet.
But is there like an actual campaign to finish?
Yeah.
Legends of Grimrock, eh?
And they're going to be releasing a sequel soon.
Yeah? How many stars out of 10 would you give it?
I give it at least 8.5, maybe 9 or 10.
11.
Are they stars though?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Super Mario stars.
Never mind.
You seriously got something for the classic game time, don't you?
I hope so. Otherwise, that's going to be a lot of build-up for nothing.
Yeah.
So what I'm currently playing is Resident Evil 6, but I don't really
pretty
want.
damn fun.
You know what? Thank you. Like, if you were a woman, I'd slug you.
Yeah, you were asking me if I still had that, weren't you?
Yes, I was, my man, because Resident Evil 6 is friggin' badass.
Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
actually...
the whole
like
world hates it. You know what? I'm gonna
I
talk.
love it.
Who hates it?
The whole world,
Most of the
man.
world.
A lot of people hate it.
Like when that game came out, like I was going to not buy it because like every review said how shitty it was.
You know what? You know what I say to them? I say, let's see you guys try to make a better game.
Honestly, I don't know what the hell they want. Like Resident Evil 6 was like a natural progression to me. Like everything was refined, all the gameplay. The only thing that I don't like about Resident Evil 6, like looking back at it now and now that I've replayed it, is the opening section of Leon's campaign.
Oh,
Yeah, that got annoying.
It's a slow, sluggish. Like you're like I was
On
literally
rails, first off.
yeah. When I was yelling at the TV, like just give me my fucking controls and let me play. You know, it's making you walk. It's making you absorb all the atmosphere and everything. And the first time I played that, I was like, "This is pretty sweet." The second time I play it, I'm like, "Why the fuck can't I skip this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everyone. Something that kind of bugged me though was they need to include a skip tutorial for that game because I had to reinstall it because there was a glitch on my system. And it made me go through the freaking prologue.
Oh, the intro.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know.
Yeah, I actually haven't completely beaten that game. I've beat Leon's campaign,
That's awesome.
and I've about quarter of the way through Chris's.
What do you have it on? What,
PS3.
You do?
Yep.
We're playing it.
Awesome pasta.
All right.
No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna tickle each other's fancy bones.
Okay then.
Oh, yay.
You know what?
You know-
This was worth doing the podcast. You know what? Fuck the podcast. Let's play Resident Evil. No, it's so good though. Like I love it. It's so fun. The replayability,
Yeah,
the gameplay is badass.
Network, and we'll play some fucking Resident Evil 6 as soon as we're done this fucking podcast.
Yeah, no, that is awesome because it is. You know what? I was actually like apprehensive about bringing it up because I thought you guys were gonna like throw feces over the internet at me.
No, I love that game still.
Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, but like all the Resident Evil fans seem to hate it as well, and I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. Some of my friends liked it. Some of them really hated it. There's no
Weird.
middle ground with that game.
You have friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do actually.
Aren't you
I'm
one of
just
them,
kidding.
Drew?
I pretend.
Okay, guys. Like,
Wait, hold on. Before we switch over, though, something I've started recently playing. Well, not recently playing, but something I've been playing lately that you guys all need to get is PlayStation PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale.
okay,
I heard that. It
you're
looks
you're
fun.
gonna have to like. I am a guy who has not
Really
played
gonna have
it.
to sell this.
Yeah, like I haven't played
It's
it.
Super
but
Smash
I'm-
Brothers for the PlayStation.
Well, it's better, in my opinion.
I don't know. It's pretty hard to top Super Smash Brothers.
It's got a few differences. I mean, so it's not like the exact same thing, but essentially you've got a giant PlayStation roster from all the well-known PlayStation characters like Parappa the Rapper and Kratos. Ugh. And
Is he no
all
good
those
in
guys.
that?
Oh no, he's fucking overpowered and cheap as hell. I hate him.
I know
in
who
that
I
game.
play.
I hate him in God of War. So I just don't like him.
That's why I'm laughing, because I know he's had people cheap him out with them.
I might have to get that game just for that reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna get just Kratos. I'm gonna scratch the disc so I can't pick anybody else.
I'll just buy it
But,
digitally.
I gotta try that game. It looks so much
Oh
fun.
my god, what the hell's going on?
When's
I got.
Is it out already, or is it coming out?
Hang
Yeah,
on,
no,
guys.
it's not.
Oh.
I own it.
You guys
How
talk
much
about
is it?
cool stuff. I got dogs freaking out. Fuck. I'll be right back. Just stall. Talk about genitals.
But no, something I like about that game though is that you fight on different maps around the PlayStation universe, like Aldwin's Tower from Infamous, Parappa's Dojo, just all these
Nice.
different iconic PlayStation worlds.
Okay, so what's this game called?
PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale.
Yeah, it's like the Sony version of Smash Brothers.
God, my dogs were barking like there was Jehovah's Witnesses at the door.
Have you found God?
Yeah.
Great. he's in the podcast.
End of joke. What? So what were you guys talking about?
Oh, I was covering the All-Stars game.
We were still talking about Battle Royale.
So it's good stuff?
It's good stuff. One of the things that bugs a lot of people is the way you execute people. You have to build up AP points and then execute a super, which is really ridiculously overpowered and needs to be patched. But I think the idea for it is well done. They just did a bad job of actually putting it in the game. I'm trying not to overuse the word execute.
Oh, fucking right. I'm definitely getting this. There's Raiden and Sweet Tooth in this game.
Oh yeah, I've got like a
nice.
level 666 Raiden. I'm not leveling him anymore. He's staying at that level.
Oh, I've got, you know what? I have awesome stuff to talk about that we can't talk about right now. We'll talk about after the recording
All
stops.
right.
Oh, it's good. Oh! Okay,
Why don't
anyway.
we just talk about it on the podcast? Isn't that the
No,
whole point
I
of this?
can't. It's something. It's about my love for you.
Oh,
Well, I'm pretty sure that our audience is interested in your love for us. Just spill it.
No, it's something else. Okay, so anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit sick of those videoed games. So you know, so you know what we're gonna do?
change the pace.
We're gonna have some guys, and it just so happens that they're literally on this podcast now.
Oh my
And-
god!
Yeah,
Really?
it is we have the authors of World of Asshats here with us right now.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, is
World
that
full of
Taylor?
ass-hats,
No,
actually.
it's a book in.
It's a book in progress right now.
Is it? Oh, is World full of asshats?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked it up. I fucked it up in the
It's
intro
okay.
too.
It's fine.
No, you didn't. You didn't fuck it up in the intro.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, you guys are going to be reading excerpts from the book, right?
Yep.
So who wants to start it off?
I guess.
You want to start off, Herbie?
Yeah, I'll start it off with Fine China. First of all,
Oh, God.
tell you something really brief about the book. We'll go to World Full of Asshats. My friends and I know a lot of asshats, and frankly, we're not sure why. We thought of killing them, maiming them, burning down their houses, but then we'd go to jail. So I thought of the next best thing. Let's write a book about them. I figure if Taylor Swift could write songs about ex-boyfriends, I could write a book about idiots and the things they do to piss us off. Although it isn't just people, there are many other things that piss us off. And I just gotta find it here. Where the fuck did it go? For instance, we got Fine China. Over expensive garbage. Fine China is something that people buy just so they can collect dust. And really, why buy this crap? What a waste of money. Some individuals think that it would give themselves a cutting edge in their social circles, but no, it just makes you look like an asshole. I don't know about you, but I, myself, don't like assholes. Personally, I think that the only good thing that unused fancy dishes are good for is the off chance that there's an earthquake, and now you have something to do. Clean up the mess. Another good thing that over-glorified plates and cups can be used for is target practice with your more useful rifle. I mean, a rifle could get you food and protect your home. For some unknown reason, protect your stupid fucking dishes.
Yeah. You know, I didn't even know I hated Fine China until right now.
Yeah, we're pretty good salesmen.
Yeah.
And remember, when this book is done, we're gonna be writing an interactive video game for kids.
I'm shooting the China.
Okay, anyway, on to the next excerpt. AMD, a.k.a. when Intel isn't playing fair. I hate you, AMD. I would love nothing less than to see this company burn in bankruptcy and be absorbed by Intel or some other company. Back before Intel's Core 2 processors came out, AMD actually had a significant share in the processor market. But then something happened. The Intel Core 2 came out. Gone was Intel's less efficient processors, and it took AMD completely by surprise. And ever since then, Intel has dominated the market for the most part. That isn't my grievance, though. It's the fact that instead of simply releasing a better processor, AMD's CEO, Hector Ruiz, at the time, cried about how unfair Intel was being. Grow up in this day and age. It pays to play dirty in any market, and if you don't grasp that, your company will go nowhere and deserves to be liquidated by your competitor. You actually had the nerve to say you deserve to have a higher market share than they have? Really? You arrogant, egotistical fuckhead. Who are you to say what you deserve or not? AMD needs to get their shit together, fire Ruiz, and get a CEO with a spine. But even if they do, I'll still buy Intel processors. Because frankly, I fucking love Intel.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like since you brought this up to me, like I haven't heard anything about AMD processors in forever, and I hadn't even like thought about it.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hadn't even like I had an AMD. I remember actually sort of being like on AMD's side for a while there.
You know who uses AMD a lot?
Who?
Staples.
Really?
That's why they suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Staples uses a ton of AMD processors in their pre-made laptops and stuff.
Is that right?
That's why I seen some of their staff sucking cock in the back alley the other day.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm reading our hate mail right now, and our fans are telling us to get back on subject of video games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got another portion from the book that's about video games if you guys want.
Actually, hold on. Just one little thing before Furby takes over. If you want a processor that whines, get AMD. Anyway.
So if we have enough time for another segment of our book here, I have one that I wrote about Blue Dragon.
Blue Dragon?
Oh, no.
like Blue Dragon the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Badass.
Okay. Oh, look, a land shark. Now, as an entirety, this game is not that bad as an RPG. There are certain aspects of the game that really piss me off, such as the bosses and boss theme. You discover that playing this game, there are a very large abundance of bosses and mini-bosses in this game. That alone is not so bad, but oh no, there's absolutely no experience points for these 5 million bosses / mini-bosses. Having no experience points in an RPG, fighting for sometimes quite a few hours on the same monster is disappointing, not to mention you have a lot of hard-earned items to keep yourself alive. Along with the tedious and tenacious bosses that have the exact same stupid fucking shithole garbage song, Eternity. As I mentioned, some of the bosses take a long time to beat, and to add insult to injury, they have added this song that has a Japanese man singing in poor English and trying to add elements of power metal, but failing miserably in doing so. The lyrics and the vocals of this song are not annoying enough, but the song loops over and over again. Aside from the asinine bosses and their stupid music, there are other elements of this game that boil my blood. like the infantile voice acting. Mind you, this game was intended for kids, but the form of the kiddie antics this game promotes stupidity. The main antagonist in the game uses kids to test his experiments and take over the world whilst pertaining to kiddie cliches.
Is that so? Is it a good game or not?
No.
It is and it isn't. Like the gameplay itself is awesome, but it's just like certain little things about the game that just piss me off.
The game is really good if you mute your sound.
Yeah, and you look past the storyline.
Cool.
One cool thing about one of the random monsters is it's called a poo snake. So it's like a snake with a body of a coiled poo, and when you defeat some of them, sometimes there's like this fucking snake poo that's coiled on the ground you can pick up as an item.
What the fuck? This is supposed to be for kids?
Yeah, Japanese kids, mind you.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Nice. Well, this podcast is running on pretty long here. But do you think we have time for some classic games?
Of course.
Because, well, here. Well,
Is
here.
that even a question?
And plumbing's our game. However the fuck that goes. Hello.
Swing your arms. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on.
Come on, do the Mario.
Do the Mario. That's what this section should be. We should just be singing that fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so I have an entry that I thought of. Have any of you ever played Evo for Super Nintendo?
Yes. Yes, that was a fun game. It's been so long, though, I vaguely remember it.
It's funny, too, because like last week you were mentioning, I think it was 7th Saga,
Yeah.
and you were talking about Enix, and like that got me thinking. I was like, oh, I used to play tons of Enix games, like before it was Squeenix.
Yeah.
And Evo is one of them. And basically, like what Evo is it's like a side-scrolling RPG, side-scrolling action RPG, basically. And like what you do is you start out as I think you start out as a tadpole, and it's like a fish type section, and you go out and you attack enemies, and when you level up, you have the choice to evolve certain sections of your body. So like you can, like you start out as a tadpole and you can become like a shark, or you could become like a shark with a long head, or you can have, like you can have like sharp jaws, to be to have more attack power, or you can have, like a rounded head, for different purposes, and you can, you know what you can use the round head for.
Yeah.
Secretary.
This was actually just a really long setup for a cock joke. I just wanted to say cock. What? No, but Evo is badass. I don't know, like if you can acquire it on any. I didn't look into that, like if it was like available on Virtual Console or anything like that, but it should be because it is amazing.
It might be. On one of the things you could play like with Nintendo.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I love how like you start out. I don't remember the order of things, but you start out and like, you're like a fish in water, and then like eventually you go on land, and like it has like a dinosaur period, and then like a caveman period, and like the way that your character can evolve, you can end up looking like a pretty scary looking fuck.
Yeah, it all depends on how you evolve yourself. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
like there are certain evolution choices you can make that like fuck you over. Like they seem
really?
cool. Yeah, but they hinder like your range of motion or something like that, and like it makes the game harder.
Huh.
You know what a classic game that should be mentioned is Super Battletoads.
Super
that's a
Battletoads?
really fun game.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
haven't played it? Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I have.
I've played it.
I played it
It's
quite a
an
few
awesome
times.
game, and it's freaking hard.
It
Yeah,
is
it
hard.
is.
Every time I close my eyes for a couple of seconds, I let out a scream, and that's because I'm remembering Super Battletoads.
Oh,
But that's one game that pretty much everyone has played and everyone's been frustrated to hell with.
yeah.
Yeah, what about just like
Actually,
straight up
The game I've
Battletoads?
been playing quite a bit lately is it's a little kind of unknown or little well known NES game. It's called Action in New York.
What?
Yeah,
That sounds familiar, actually.
it's a side scrolling shooter, but there's one little gimmick. You get these two little pod things that are above and below you, and they shoot additional blasts, and you can control which direction they fire in, and you can even lock what direction they fire in too. So you could have one like shooting in front of you and one shooting above you, and then you also have a main weapon
jail,
on
man.
You also have a main weapon on you as well.
Just like jail.
It's really addicting.
It almost
Yeah.
sounds like our type.
It reminds me of the last time I got cornered in an alley. I had somebody shooting above me and somebody shooting below me, and then I had somebody pointing a gun. It was scary.
Oh,
thinking you were in
God.
a porn movie again, weren't you?
What do you mean thinking? Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Well, it seems like it, yeah.
Remy, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, Remy, god damn it, you talk too much.
Remy, are you there?
I think he's
weird.
just concentrating
I just
on his
realized
brow.
for like the past 10 minutes my mic has been muted, so you guys haven't been hearing me rant.
Oh, no. Really?
Really.
Really?
Yeah, I fuck, did it again.
That sucks.
Shit.
Like my
scared the
chair
hell
keeps like
out of me.
bumping the button because it's like really freaking sensitive.
Okay, well
Man,
now,
I-
just rant right now.
I can't. I don't remember what I was ranting about.
Just
Oh.
rant about anything. Tell us about that fucking chair.
Yeah, we're at what's pissing us off now.
So I wonder exactly how quiet I've been as far as this show goes.
Okay, I had a very funny thing planned here, but it is up to Remy whether or not he's gonna let me do it.
Do it. Do
No.
it. Come
No.
on. Come on.
Do it, do it.
Even if you don't put it into the podcast.
No. We can wait until after the podcast because I am not letting that be released into the internet.
I love it. You should send that to me, Skylar. You should email that to me.
You know what? Yeah, email that to me. I'm going to play it every day, all day.
That's my new beat-off song now.
That's going to be my new theme song. I'm just going to be walking down the street and that fucking song's going to be playing.
Okay, I'll cut it off before it gets to the part where Remy doesn't want it playing. You ready? Sneak preview.
Okay.
Okay, so that was better. Thank you.
That's pretty funny though.
The full version is
Yeah.
on our website for $5.
Yeah,
Well, it's worth every penny.
and it comes
I
with a
need to
bottle
make
of
a
Remy's
YouTube
tears.
account.
There's a bottle of orphan tears.
Oh, and if you pirate it, we'll kill you.
An anonymous YouTube
I'll send a car
account.
bomb to your house and bomb your mother.
What the hell's going on here? Okay, so what's
We're trying to
pissing
buy
us
Remy.
off this week? For me, it would probably be Remy for not letting me play the full song.
I think he's hit the mute button again.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't think there really is anything pissing me off this week, amazingly.
Yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good. I'm chill. I'm chillax.
I don't
Actually-
know. This,
Something that's been pissing me off was this weekend when, in World of Tank, whenever there's, like, a special event, like with 5 times experience, all the stupid people come in and start playing. And it was a headache to do anything decently in the game this weekend.
Like they just don't cooperate properly, or
That, and they're just plain stupid. Like,
They don't coordinate properly. They don't cooperate properly. They don't do anything properly.
like having the whole team run right down the center of the map where you're in enemy crossfire, and wondering how come you're losing, and then getting mad at the arty that they're not killing everyone. And it's like, what are you, stupid?
What are you playing on there, Artie, or?
I play a little bit of everything. Like right now, I've been playing, well, most of the show I've been playing with my E100 so I can get the highest tier gun on it.
Yeah, I might actually have to re-download that game and maybe buy premium, and then all four of us can play.
Yeah.
One thing that's pissing me off this week is that Krillin doesn't even have a girlfriend yet. Krillin?
He's watching Dragon Ball.
No, I haven't watched it recently. I'm just looking at my Dragon Ball Z comic books over the side of the room there. I'm like, huh.
Oh, God, Furby.
Actually,
We're going to get
married?
hate mail just for you calling those comic books.
I don't give a shit. What's that, Remy?
Isn't he like married with a kid?
Yeah, and Dragon
Yeah,
Ball.
he is now. Like, well,
Oh, yeah.
he did eventually.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Dude,
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Spoiler
From a TV
alert for a
show,
series
like,
that's older than all of us.
Is this still
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
pissing us off?
Oh, God, I can't wait to hear that whole song.
Well, this has been an excellent episode, you guys. I would reach through the internet and give you all handies if that was at all possible.
Baby.
You
Yeah, I
sick.
live close enough to you.
I'd like to thank Megatron for calling off the top 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
thanks
he,
a lot.
Yeah.
he will be pleasured immensely. And so let's go on with the outros. I'll go last. Somebody outro.
All right.
I've been Master
sorry, go ahead.
Blaster here again for a second week and enjoying it immensely. A little upset that my rants have, been lost. They will be remembered. Well, not really. I don't remember them, but the thought is there. And so yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Fuck.
And I'm a buy my book. I should say our book, or you'll be sorry.
I'm Terry, and I actually made it this week.
Yeah, apparently Terry has internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice actually having him in the show.
This has been David, and it's been quite an erection this week. Just ejaculastic.
Whoa. You just
That
invented.
was funny.
You did a word just now. And I have been your host, Skylar Parody. Thank you. This has been No Extra Lives. We appreciate you listening. Hope you had a great time. And if you didn't, then
Fuck you.
yeah, right in any of the holes on your face.
Yeah, suck
How about all of
Optimus' dick.
If
House.
you want to get a hold of us, you can reach us on Twitter at No Extra Lives. We also have a Facebook page. It's the same, No Extra Lives, just one word. If you want to send us any email, our email is noextralives.podcast@gmail.com. We look forward to any suggestions, any ideas you have for the show, any positive feedback, any negative feedback. We really just want the negative feedback.
We do
Yeah.
read and respond to each and every one of your letters.
We do. We do. We have, and we will. And just keep
And
it
remember,
coming.
we live off your tears.
My erection
And
is
your
fueled
pain.
by your hate.
Yeah, what he said. So, tune in to our Hateful Erections next week.
Ciao.
See you guys.
Bye.